Hey, this is Kevin, Big Bear Performance. Want to show you a quick video here of how to install our mid-control kits. This is a 2018 Road Glide Milwaukee 8. For all intensive purposes, it's very much the same thing for a 2015 or a 2016 or 17 or whatever. Any touring model, whether it be a Road Glide or a Road King. Here's our foot peg. This is the clamp that clamps around the frame tube. It has 6 bolts, and believe me, when you tighten up these 6 bolts, these things don't move. We also have a bar that goes from one side to the other through where it bolts onto this tab. That's so that for some reason, if somebody left these bolts loose, that these foot peg mounts would not rotate. One of the things I want to point out is right here. Here's the kickstand. Where to position this is where this kickstand folds up, and this bump stop right here is in front of the kickstand mount and just misses it. See how that folds up underneath? That's how you want to position the foot peg brackets, these mounts right here along the frame. That's right where you're going to put them. And the other thing is, before you tighten these up, leave them a little bit loose and then put the middle bar on so it orientates them to be dead level, because this tab is going to do that. When you tighten from one side to the X, it's going to make them actually 100% level, so they're not cocked like this or like that. And then you get, the last thing you want to do is tighten up these 6 bolts on both sides. It's a little tight under here, under the primary. What I usually do is snug up the top and then rotate this and then tighten the bottom ones, and then the whole thing is going to be really tight. So that's how you orientate the clamps on the frame, is using the kickstand and just go directly opposite to the other side. Now, this butterfly here, we have 2 size rods here. This is a longer one, this is a shorter one. The shorter one goes on this end here, and with the Hilm joints, and the longer one right here. This piece here is the original part off the shifting mechanism off the bike. The shaft that goes through here on a Milwaukee 8, we're going to supply that with a Milwaukee 8. On a 2016, you just reuse that same shaft. There's a spacer here that goes with the 2018 model with this bolt to bolt this on, and on the 2016 models you don't need that spacer. 2014 to 2016. You're going to reuse the shifter off your floorboards, and that's pretty much it for this side here. Now, we do have an option to have the shifter go through the primary, but you will have to send your primary to us to have it machined. And so that is the shifting side on a Milwaukee 8, which is basically very much the same thing as a 2016, 15 and 14, or even a 2013 or a 10 or a 12. It basically carries all the years since 2000 on the bagger models. So let's go ahead and go to the other side, on the brake side, and we'll just run through that real quick. Again, we're back onto the brake side of the mid-control kit. As you can see, there's your master cylinder. We don't touch that, we leave that alone. We supply you with this brake pivot right here, the new brake pivot. So you've got to install the pin, make sure you put a cotter pin on the back. This is a brake rod that we supply along with the clamp, one of these for right here. Again, it's going to be positioned off the left side, and it's essentially right in between the engine and transmission right here, and it will clear the exhaust that we supply, or there's a Two Brothers exhaust system that works with our mid-controls. I believe Thunderheader works with these mid-controls. So you, as guys, for exhaust systems, you have options. And that's basically it. This is our crash bar here on a 2018 Road Glide that works with the lower fairings that we're putting on and painting right now. And that's pretty much a wrap on the mid-controls. It's very straightforward. And so these are Dyna mid-controls, these brackets. So you can use any foot pegs, aftermarket foot pegs that'll fit on a Dyna. Same with the brake arms and the shift arms. And that's pretty much it.